Early language learning highlights how children create meaning, which help boost their creativity and support the development of their appreciation for the beauty and their values. The cognitive and affective domains serve as the foundation for the language development process. In contexts that are age appropriate, engaging, and pertinent, children are inherently motivated to read, write, listen, and interact. As learners advances through the grades, they increasingly grasp the complexity of text and the contextual application of the grammar. Children develop an understanding of language nuances through increased participation in listening, speaking, reading, and writing activities. Language acquisition is the process by which individuals develop the ability to understand, interpret, and use words and sentences for effective communication. So, now we can see the definition of language acquisition. क्या है language acquisition? Language acquisition is process by which individual develop the ability to understand, interpret, and use words and sentences for effective communication. This is the definition of language acquisition in this paragraph. It acquisition generally refers to how infants learn their native language, which is the language a person acquires from birth. They are capable of learning any language, be it Hindi, English, Tamil, Kannada, or any other human languages they encounter. The grammatical sentences that children acquire serve as positive evidence. Chomsky stated that children naturally possesses the ability to learn language from their surrounding environment. So what Chomsky said? Chomsky said in 1986 stated that children naturally possesses what? Ability. Ability of what? To learn languages. From where? From their surrounding environment. Now, one example of this is a 3-year-old child using their mother tongue to construct a complex sentence with proper grammatical accuracy. Example: Papa, office, mom, water hot. Children acquire language skill even without consistent grammatical correction. Even without consistent grammatical correction from adults. The process through which language is obtained is an ongoing, subconscious, and unforced process which happen naturally. Learners acquire it without being aware of its continuous involvement. Providing multilingual language education allows children to explore diverse perspectives and to be involved with the organized body of language that different language provide. Such exposure nurtures constitutional ideals such as harmony and mutual respect, along with helping children navigate social environments with ease and think in more diverse and creative ways. Learning is most effective when new material is connected to the learner's previous knowledge and current abilities. Therefore, it is crucial to use learners' prior knowledge and experiences in gaining proficiency in a second language. It is evident that human possesses both the ability and the system necessary to develop language skills, especially when supported by motivation and child-centered learning experiences. Children acquires language based on their need to communicate and express themselves. They grasp conventional language use at their own pace through meaningful and engaging input. Here it is noted that they grasp conventional language use at their own pace through meaningful and engaging input. For instance, illustrated texts are often easier for children to comprehend than those without visual. Phonemic awareness holds great importance in language development provided it arises from context naturally, including appropriate books, posters, storybooks help a facilitator to provide better opportunities for learners to acquire the second language. Words and sounds that are frequently repeated in stories can be used to teach the relationship between letters and sounds. A letter represented within a word and a word within a story is more meaningful and easier to understand than teaching a letter in isolation. Incorporating local stories Indian epics, such as Indian epics like Mahabharata, Ramayana, or Shiv Puran, Vishnu Puran, Krishna Leela, legends, legends, Panchatantra tales, and regional folk tale like Jhansi Ki Rani, Avanti Bai into second language that can be English in Hindi speaking regions. Classroom can boost students engagement and sense of familiarity. Additionally, additionally, using multilingual material that include students' mother tongues can improve their understanding and build confidence. Thoughtful use of translanguaging, setting between the learner's native language and second language, can support comprehension in the early stages. So, this is again to be noted that thoughtful use of translanguaging, thoughtful use of translanguaging, setting between the learner's native language and second language can support comprehension in the early stages. Yet, it remains important to gradually guide students toward using the second language. Now, language learning, be it for L1 or L2, is most effective when rooted in meaningful communication. Most effective when rooted in meaningful communication, enabling learners to incorporate the language in real life interaction. Developing communicative competence involves both basic interpersonal communicative skills BICS, basic interpersonal communicative skills, and cognitive academic language proficiency. Cognitive C, A, academic L, language P, proficiency. BICS, basic interpersonal communication skills, equips learner to manage everyday conversation, to manage everyday conversation such as greeting, casual exchanges, while cognitive academic language proficiency enables them to tackle more demanding academic and intellectual tasks like analyzing text, constructing logical arguments, These two factors are deeply interconnected and form the foundation of communicative competence. For primary level learners acquiring English as a second language, teachers should focus on building BICS, that is, basic interpersonal communicative skills, and gradually guiding students toward achieving CALP, cognitive academic language proficiency. Now let's check our progress. Okay. Basic interpersonal communicative skills help learners in writing in everyday conversation. Here we learn in conversation, everyday conversation. Okay. Now, second, cognitive academic language proficiency is related to academic and intellectual tasks. Here we read academic and intellectual tasks. Okay. For better acquisition of second language, a teacher facilitator must include what? Appropriate books, relevant posters, age appropriate storybooks, all of the above. Of course, all of the above. Knowledge of more than one language allows children to explore diverse perspectives, classroom, peer groups or school. So, knowledge of more than one language allows children to explore peer groups, school, diverse perspective must be right answer. So चौथे का A, 3D, 2C and 1B. So these are all